Welcome to Dollhouse. Come with me as we make the curtains for this dining room. We will be working on the curtains on these 3 windows. This is a very small room and it's also in the back of the house, so we have to work in a very tight space. 3 windows, 3 popsicle sticks. I want to give my popsicle sticks a flat tap, so I'm just going to remove the curved part of all 3 of them. I'm going to cut 1/8 of an inch on each one of the popsicle sticks, and I will repeat this step twice. Alright, we have all of our pieces of wood ready. These were cut at 3 1/8 of an inch in length, and the little ones were cut at 1/8 of an inch. All of the pieces of wood have been glued down and they are dry. And right here, going to stain just the sides. I don't want to stain this part because frankly this matches better the color of the curtains, but these ones I am staining because this room has a lot of dark wood in it, and I want it to match. Well, that one doesn't matter because it's going to be glued against the wall. These are ready. So now let's move on to the actual curtains. This is a piece of the wallpaper that is covering the walls. It has a very subtle print. It's almost difficult to see it. It's a little bit yellow, and the curtains will be yellow too, but a very soft yellow. This lace is going to be the balance. It's a very, very soft yellow, almost color of butter, and this I bought at my local fabric store. This is a remnant of a summer dress, and I think they're pretty close in the color. And I selected it because it's a little bit wrinkled, and it's not too stiff, so I can work with it. Perfect. And 3 more. This is the fabric that I will be using for the side panels. I'm pulling a single thread just so that I can cut it exactly straight, but following the grain of the fabric itself. There's nothing that could be straighter. And when I do that, then it'll give me a line to follow to cut it. I'm going to apply liquid soap just right here on the sides before I cut it, because then when I cut it they are so small that it's more difficult to work with them. And not too much, just a light pass will do. Gotta make sure that it goes on both sides. Once I cut it, it'll be 2 different panels. This is going to be 1 panel. And so I have 5 more to go. Here are the 6, and each one of them is exactly 1 inch wide. And here are my 6 panels. And here are my 3 balances. So now it's time to assemble them together. And I'm going to try and wrinkle it a little bit. One of the reasons why I chose this fabric is because being wrinkly, it gives the illusion of being pleated. Very tiny pleats to the right scale for a 1/12 dollhouse. Something like this, not too much. Okay, this is one side. So I have 5 more to go. And now I'll be gluing on, and I'm using tacky glue for this part. When it's just fabric on fabric, I'm using the liquid sew for this part. Because they're making contact with the wood, I am using tacky glue. And when you add this little, it dries super fast. So that's good for me. All 3 window treatments are ready to be installed right on the window. I have glued down just with removable tape a block of Legos that is giving me a precise distance from the ceiling all the way to where I should be gluing the bracket for the curtains. I have a little bit of wood glue right here on this part, and I am now going to glue it onto the wall. Oops, I put a little bit where I'm not supposed to, but I can wipe that off right away. All 3 curtains have been installed on the windows. They frame the windows nicely, but they do not overwhelm them. Yet they give this room the royal appearance that we want. This project was completed only by spending money on the lace, because the fabric I had as leftover and all the other materials I had from previous projects as well.